button. It don't cost you nothing.
Hey everybody, sorry I'm late. How you doing? Hi husband. Kisses back to you. Hi Leo the lion. Hey Jess. Projected, Lord have mercy. Protected by God. How are you, sweetheart? Mia Fields, how are you? Carlos Johnson, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Letha Robinson, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Dawn Beard, hello to you with the pink waving hand. Hi, Faith. How are you? Oh, how is your Wednesday? Is this Wednesday? Solomon, look at my man here. Solomon Project is in the house. Hey, y'alls. Oh my goodness, I miss you. You are so funny. Diane, how are you, sweetheart? I am so happy today. Elisa, how are you doing? Hi, Genova. 1 minute while I straighten my weave. Here we go. Hi, really dope. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Tracy. Solomon said Leo. Yes, that's Leo the lion. Yes. I'm doing wonderful, Genova. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Faith. Thank you so much. Hania. Hania Wright. Hello. Great. Welcome. Elisa. Carlos. Urban Media. Hello, sweetheart. What's up? Hey, Charles. Hey, Lawanda. I should be in your neck of the woods by Thursday night. Oh, really? Okay, well, holla. Holla at your girl. If you come around this way, I'd love to see you if I could. Cassie Jones, how are you, sweetie? Yes, I am blessed as well, Diane. Yes. Yes, Jess is the best. As I said last week, those of you that weren't here last week, when you get a chance, go by Jess the Best's channel and check out her content. Wonderful content. Hi, Star. Hello, good day. Hello, good day, Star. Chop my name all the way up. Hania. Hania, right. Hania. I like that though. Hania. Angelina Harris, how are you, sweetie? Delise 513, good evening. Hello, Cassie. It's not for me, it's for a friend. Oh, okay. Star Braxton. Will do didn't know she had a. Yes, she does. Just the best. Jess, if you can put your link in the chat so people could go and check out your channel, I'd love it. Dawn, if you have a channel, put your link in the chat so everybody can come and check you out. Both of you. I would love for people to go and check out other platforms. I don't know about that, Solomon. Maybe to the middle. How about the middle? I'm cool with the middle right now. Hi, Vivian. All right, cool. Yes, protected by God. It's good to see you. I need to hook up with you pretty soon. If you could shoot me an email, we can hook up for a minute. Okay? Yes, her channel is wonderful. Oh, you don't have one, Dawn? Gotta get on the good foot. Gotta get you a channel. Vivian, what's up? What's up? Okay, sweetheart. I look forward to talking to you. Uh-oh, Star says I've been snapping out here. You've been snapping at Faith. Uh-oh. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all is funny. Hi, channel hopping. How are you, sweetheart? That's for sure, Star. That is definitely for sure. Oh, Lord Solomon. Solomon's project says my stage name is Sweet Cheeks. Y'all don't pay him no mind. He's a clown. He is too funny. I love him to death. Hi, DJ Wilma. Oh, yes. Let me get situated here. Yes, please do. She's got excellent content. She's got a beautiful daughter, and I love her to death. That's my little niece. Seen right in Alabama too. Okay. Hi, Marie. Okay. Yeah. Let's go slots at G Money 1108. That's right. Put it in there if you want someone to check out your channel, put it in the chat. I don't have no problem with that. Now we ain't gonna do that all night though. Okay. We got stuff to do. Yes. Yes. Get it, girl. Get it. Yes. She has really wonderful content, and it's just about life as she knows it. Hey, Auntie, I'm finally getting therapy. I strongly recommend her. Her name is Eileen Dover. What kind of therapy, Solomon? Is this another joke? Are you telling Eileen Dover? You know what? I'm going to smack you. I'm going to knock you out, Solomon. Her name is Eileen Dover. He, he leaned over. You kill me. He don't pay him no mind, y'all. Oh, I miss you, Solomon. You usually keep me on my toes. Oh my God. Hi, Tricky. I'm doing wonderful today. How are you? Man, Solomon done come in here cutting up. He done come in here cutting up. Shame on you. You got me on that one. Your therapy, I leaned over. You better be careful leaning over. During the days of Diddy, you don't want to lean over too much. Yeah, your cover is blown. Oh my God. Yeah, we have fun. We have fun. That man is crazy. Go check out his channel as well. Solomon, put your link in the chat so people can come and check you out as well. You use soap on a rope. You better use more than soap. Get you some baby oil too. Hi, Marzella. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, you better be careful with that soap on a rope. Ooh, in the day of Diddy, you got to be careful. Did he do it? What you think? Family sized baby oil. Exactly. Don't use baby powder. It has to be slick. Get you some other kind of stuff to go with it. Just pour it in the bathtub. Just swirl around in it if you want to. Just be careful. Faith said slippery mess. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's nice to have fun. Nice to have fun. Absolutely. Y'all hit that like button. We're going to go over some Angie Stone information today. We didn't get a chance to do too much with Angie yesterday. As you can probably remember, I had some unfinished business I needed to tend to. And I'm so glad to get it off my back, my chest, my back, anywhere else it was sitting on. And I hope it was information enough to help somebody else that may fall victim to the nonsense. He did it, but everyone wanted to participate. Yeah, okay. Are you sure about that, Solomon? I don't know. I don't think so. Hi, LT, or Tricky. I'm sorry. You changed your profile. I know who you are now. Tricky. Yes, post it in there. Absolutely. Gotta tell him no, Faith. You gotta tell him no. Not just him, but other folk too. Hi, L'Oreal. Oh boy. So good to see y'all. Gotta tell Diddy no. Maybe more than one time. No there, no there, no everywhere. Some folk don't know nothing about no. Hi, Lisa. How are you, Lisa Lewis? Yes. Yes, Jess, he's now tricky. Yes, he's tricky now. The song Tricky is in your head, Dawn. Yes, good to see you, Lisa Lewis. Hi, Andrea Coleman. How you doing, honey? Millionaire's Cove. Hello, sweetheart. Oh my goodness, we are having a good time. Butter. Oh my God, Solomon, you done kicked up the room. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're doing well. Ooh, I turned that fan on and it don't seem to be working. This ain't menopause. This is just pause. Oh my God. I need something to fan myself. But yeah, I came here with some information. I am just ducky, Miss Kim. I came here with some information. Dr. Charles Bennett, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you, sir. Tomorrow is the big day. What is tomorrow, Tricky? What's going on? Enlighten me. Or am I being geriatric? Did I forget something? Hot a pause. Just pause. Menopause is what Diddy got. Yeah. He got more than a pause. Ooh, wee. The hotel. You know what? That's from what I understand, that's going to be hard to get, but uh, I'm trying to step out on faith here and trying to get some information on my own since folks seem to think I don't know nothing or know how to research. Um, if you point me in the right direction, I can do so. And I thank God for uh, the help that God has sent me. Um, I mean, the people that I know have been beautiful. You know, it's just a matter. Tricky says, "Oh shoot, I'm being geriatric. I thought today was Thursday." You ready for tomorrow, Tricky? Yeah, we gonna get down with the get down tomorrow. Wait, you said today is maybe I'm being geriatric too. I thought today was Thursday. Yeah, today is Wednesday, so Friday. Friday we gonna get down with the get down. Absolutely. Fonda. When you hot, she hot. And when you're not, you're not. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Yes, thank you, Friday. Friday, yes, Valerie. Yep. They don't know about this here. They sure don't. They sure don't. Absolutely, they don't know. About to find out, though. Don't let the light skin fool you. Da-da-da-da-da. Don't let the light skin fool you. Boss Lady 28, how are you, my love? Good blessed evening, Auntie Mickey. Last night I cried for you, but God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. You know, God has a way of making a way out of no way. You know, Vivian, that's a great possibility. That's something that I really am looking at. I feel that that's a big possibility. So, someone last night asked about the uh, accident report, and I was able to obtain it. Look at me. I have help sent from above. Yes, yes. I'm light skinned from the waist up, and you better stop, Solomon. This is a Christian, grown folk Christian, but nevertheless, we love the Lord up in here. We don't need to know what color you are from the waist down. You better back up. Andrea Coleman, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you so happy today. Thank you. Y'all make me happy. Do we know if it was cash for sure? That I don't know, hon. You know, a lot of this is by hearsay when you think about it. Go ahead, Auntie. Oh my goodness. This chat is turning up. You know, there's so many things that could be possible in all this. If the police had really done their job according to regular standards, we wouldn't have so many questions. Hi, Simone. Yes, they can. And a lot of them are, Vivian. We just don't know who. Oh, thank you, Solomon, for the $2 super chat. The super sticker. I can't tell the difference. I think that's a super sticker. No, super chat. It says butter, butter. Oh my God. Okay, so we have 108 people in the chat. And I don't know how many likes we have. So if somebody could give me a like check, I'd really appreciate it. Yes, Fonda, girl power. Yeah, really dope. They did. They fumbled it. I had a hard time getting this report. I almost thought maybe they deleted it and was trying to cover it up, but come to find out that wasn't the case. Okay, there is 67 likes. Is that right, Faith? We have 107 people in the chat. So if you could kindly make those likes even up with how many people are here, that would be wonderful. Hi, Monsieur. If the band had been white, the investigation would have been handled properly. Absolutely. And that is my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Absolutely. Had they been another color, we wouldn't be talking about it right now. It would all be solved. Absolutely. So I wanted to go over a couple things before we get started. Uh, Just the Best gave me a wonderful suggestion, and because we like to have fun here, and we like to kind of change things up, because every day doesn't have to be Angie Stone. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, Angie Stone will be settled. That case will be settled, and we have to have something to talk about. And there's so much to talk about in this world right now. There's no need in us just staying stagnant. I realize that Angie Stone is a very important uh, case, and I'm going to do whatever I can to contribute to that. Yes, Faith, you're correct. There is something fishy about that report. So I was able to get the accident report just before I went live. That's why I was uh, late. Um, I was directed to the right website to get it, and I am so grateful for helpful people. You got to give honor where honor is due. And I'm not pretending that I know a whole lot about anything, but I will give honor where honor is due. Yes, absolutely. I agree, Vivian. I agree. And again, we're going to take a look at that accident report. Pray for me because you know I'm struggling with this StreamYard thing. Um, but I do have the accident report, and there's some things that we need to look at. Hi, Barbara. How are you, sweetheart? I love me some Barbara. But I wanted to say before we get started with our Angie Stone information, content, whatever you want to call it, uh, Jess gave me a wonderful suggestion. And she said, that's right, Dr. Charles. Let God speak and show and then come back. That's right. Jess suggested an Ask Auntie segment. You remember what was that chick's name? Abby, Ask Alice or Ask Abby. She was a newspaper columnist, and she had a a column that people could write into, and she would give them uh, advice and stuff like that. And mine aren't typos. I have to go back and graduate from middle school. I'm gonna throw my book at you, Solomon. But she had such a great idea to have an ask Auntie segment, and basically that would incorporate all of us. Yes, an advice column, Vivian. Dear Abby, that was it, Nadine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, did I see you before, Daphne? Vivian, Nadine. Well, okay, I've seen everybody. I don't want to miss nobody. Dear Auntie, yes. So, um, basically, you could send in emails asking a question that requires some kind of advice or input, um, and you can even come up live and ask the question if you'd like, as opposed to writing an email. Back in the day when there was no internet, Dear Abby took letters. They had to write letters and send them in the what do they call it, snail mail. Oh, he has the strawberry letter. Yes, something like that, Vivian. Yeah. So I thought that that would might be a good thing to start doing on a regular basis. And I don't know Darlene. I haven't seen anything that would indicate that she was, but you know, that's another content creator's um, theory, and I'm sure he's got every reason to believe that. I personally haven't seen that. So, hi, Q Rock City, Andre Coleman. I love Andre. Yes, I got to come up with some ideas for my membership as well. Things have been kind of tedious, y'all. I hope you understand. Who wrote that accident report, Auntie? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to have to pull it over here. Just bear with me. You know me in this StreamYard, we be struggling. Let's see. Okay. Why does it fill up the whole page? It just fills up the whole page. It's not necessary. Oh, I got the whole thing like that. Okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Let me see if there's a way that I could cut this down a little bit so it won't look so big. Lord have mercy. Let me reduce it, resize, cancel, because I'm not sure what I'm doing there. Can anybody tell me how to make this thing not take up the whole page? Okay. You know what? Let's get those likes up. Yes. Let's see. Let's see. Let me close this out. Cancel that. I'm going to try something because I am seriously struggle streaming. Try this one more time. What is who? My Cash App, Darlene? I don't have a Cash App. I just have Zelle and PayPal and that super chat stuff, super stickers. Uh, let's see. I just had this thing on my screen. Let's go with page 1. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to hit share screen. I wonder why it won't pull it up. Okay. Well, howdy doody. Ha! Share. Look at that. Look at God. Look at God. What do we have here? Now, here's the tricky part. Making y'all be able to see it. Can y'all see that? I had to screenshot it. I cheated. Darlene, it should be on my description on my channel. If you go to the description, um, I thought it was, huh? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. It should be on the, if it's not here in the chat, it should be on my channel description. So I'm going to try to make this as big as possible, and then we're going to scroll down to see exactly who filed this report. I'm not seeing. Let's go to the top. School bus related crash severe. Distracted driver. They've got all these codes. I don't know what they mean. I-65 exit ramp. Thank you, Carlos Johnson, for the $10 super sticker. God bless you. Greens, I'm Eye of Crystal. I'm coming over later. Greens and cabbage. Ooh wee. That sounds so good. So let's see here. What can we see here? I don't see no name. But that's not the only page. So if we got to go all the way through the good googly woody. Okay, let's try something else. Don't delete. I don't want to delete it. Okay, we're going to exit out of that. Let's see what we can come up with in terms of why is all this up here? Good Lord. See, I should have done that before. Come on, page. It would start tripping. Okay, scroll this way. Now, I'm going to pull this over. Y'all bearing with me. You know I'm struggle streaming. I'll get better. I'll get better with time. Okay, let me add this to stage. Now, let me pull this up some. Huh. Now, why is it that I don't have the little hand this time? Holy crap. What? Okay. Can y'all see that? There we go. Investigation. Name of photographer. Okay, we've got the investigating officer's name. Y'all see that down at the bottom? Hi, Sean. Hi, Kiri. Yes, we see that the name of the investigating officer is named David S. Rogers. Here's an interesting note. You see the time the police were notified? Let me make that a little bit larger. Y'all see that? The time that the police were notified is 4:35 a.m. What's wrong with this picture? Almost 1 hour later. Hi, Holly. You see those 4 vehicles, Urban? Now let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Do I need to go up, Urban? Is it up? Oh, Jesus. Here I go, screwing up. This thing is tripping. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's stop this. Let me start over. Yes, almost an hour. Almost an hour. The EMs got there at 5:25. What is wrong with this thing here? I'm pulling up all kind of stuff on here. Exit, exit. Oh, Jesus. This ain't daycare. Why is all my daycare stuff showing up? Hold on a minute. This is ridiculous. How did my TikTok get up on here? Now, Jesus. I'm going to try to pull this back up because this is important. This is very important. I'm going to reduce that a little bit and we're going to add this. Okay. And make that larger. And I'm going to make this larger. Okay. Let me pull this out some. Okay. Let me add to stage. Okay. Down here. Now, I'm not sure I see the 4 vehicles, urban, so I might need your help. I might need your help with that. They never mentioned the other car, that accident. You'd think paramedics would have been flying to get there. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of questions. It just doesn't make sense. But if you take a look down here at the bottom, it gives the time. Wait, I just had it. Come on, go up, go up. Didn't I just have it on here? Am I just blind? They should have been heading there right away. They took almost an hour. Back to the middle. Okay, thank you, because I am definitely not seeing it now. Location and time. There we go. The time of the accident was at 4:20 a.m. Now I just had on here the time that they got there and what time the EMTs got there. And now I don't see it. This is ridiculous. Me and this kind of stuff, I gotta get better at this. Where did it go? So you guys are seeing uh, a 4th vehicle, correct? Did you guys say you saw a 4th vehicle? Damage severity, towed, vehicle towed by Siemens. Sprinter. Bottom line is that they took too dadgum long to get there, which validates my whole point. I must be blind as a bat because I know I just saw that time. Y'all seen the same thing I did. You see what I'm talking about, Faith? I swore it was right here. We saw it, didn't we? I know I'm not blind. I'm not stupid. Liberty Mutual policy number. Where did it go? Drug test results 99. Unknown. That's ridiculous. They didn't even take. Scroll down the next page. Okay, here's if I scroll down on this page, that's the bottom of this page because I had to screenshot. This was on my iPad. Now I transferred it over. So let's go to the next page then. That's the victims. Okay. That's not the report that we were just looking at. The first page is this page. Now there's the time. "4:20 a.m." was the location and time. We all doing this together, y'all, because, man, I'm not that great at this. I'm trying, though. That time is gone. That doesn't make sense. 4:20 a.m., Saturday, Montgomery County, rural Montgomery, 1065 on the street. This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. I can't. I just can't. This don't make sense. That time was just there. Email to Jess. Bring her up to share your screen. Hi, Love Jones. That's all that's there now. Alcohol test results unknown. I'm so, this frustrates me. This really frustrates me. The information that I was just looking at is not here now on this page. And I'm not stupid. I know I saw it. as all of you saw it. Okay, let's just look at the next page. Shit, I'm done. I don't have. Oh, now we have cupcakes. Whatever. Share my report, which I don't even know how to do that at this point. I don't have the patience for this. I don't. Try to do something right and it screws up. Yeah, look at Auntie Mickey pulling up documents and then can't and don't know what she doing. Oh, it's on the other page that shows. Oh my God. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Shirley. I thought I was doing something. I'll pull it up again. Okay. Okay. Let me do this now. Share screen. Okay. Y'all, I am so retarded. Thank you. I was all on the wrong page. There's the diagram. But this information down here is what disturbs me the most. Thank you, conspiracy. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me make this bigger so y'all can see it. What the? Why are you doing that? Stop it. I'm so sick of this. Okay, share it again. I ain't gonna be doing this no more. I just can't. I don't have the wherewithal. Okay, now we'll go to this page, and then we're gonna, come on. Yeah, it's loaded. Hell, I need to be loaded right about now. Time police notified. This part right here is what really disturbs me. This part right here. The time the police was notified was at 4:35 a.m. The police arrived at 5:25. That is 50 minutes later. Shoot, the EMS got there at 4:55. They got there, what, 20 minutes later? But the police, officer ID 1313. Wow. But the name of the investigating officer is what someone wanted. His name is David S. Rogers. Yeah, you know what? It did. It was supposed to have happened at 4:20 silence. Thank you, Holly. Me too. I've been out of the loop with computers for so many years. It's okay, Trina. I'm glad you made it. They arrived really late. Can you believe that? The police were okay, so let's look at this. 4:20. The crash happened. 4:20. Nobody called the police until 4:35. Not even the people in the van. Didn't they have phones? They took their phones, right? The police were not notified until 4:35. This is crazy. Accident happened at 4:20. 4:20. 4:35 is when the police were called. They didn't get there until 5:25. Now the EMS got there at 4:55, which is 20 minutes after the police were called. That's a long time to wait for help. Now EMS got there sooner than the police. Exactly, Charles Bennett. I don't know what AODP means. I really don't. But this stinks. This really stinks. Let's look at this. Let's look at this diagram. The vehicle went off the road right here, ended up here, and then flipped over here. This must be the first accident. So I wonder where Pillsbury pulled over. What, right here? So the 18-wheeler couldn't get by. So he swerves. This something's crazy about this. Something is really crazy about this. Here we go again with this thing tripping. Okay, let's go to the next page. And the next page. Let me pull it, make this bigger. There's the diagram. So this is unit 1. So this must be what they consider accident number 1. Okay, Dr. Charles. I'm really starting to believe that, y'all. I'm on media player. Okay. Okay. See. This is so quick. We've gone right back to the very beginning. We've gone all the way back to the beginning because we just kind of breezed by it and looked at other things instead of where it first started. $4:35 is when the police were called, notified. Ain't no telling what time the call went in, shoot. But that's when they claim it was notified. Time police arrived was 5:25. That's a doggone shame. Almost an hour. Yep, time to set things up. ALDP, apparent alcohol drug presence. Yeah, we need the 911 call, but I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. People should be careful what uh really should be careful. Window. There's the Liberty Mutual policy number. They didn't even. Okay, look at this. Look at this. You see this area here where it says areas damaged are shaded. What does this mean? Point of initial impact 11, so that had to be right there. 14 is the undercarriage. But areas damaged are shaded. Are they saying that the whole area was damaged? Is that what that means? Oh, Alabama Department of Police. Yeah, we do need the 911 call. Well, hopefully it'll come to fruition. Let me go up to the next one. Let's look at this. The victims. There's no names. Go figure. I wonder why there's no names. Okay, there's one. Name and address. There's taken to NA medical facility, not applicable. Then there's thank you, Trina Renee, for the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much. You know that's possible, protected by God. That's very possible. Because you would think everybody had a phone in there, and unless they were all unconscious for 20 minutes or so, or 15 minutes, I don't, everybody couldn't have been unconscious and couldn't call the police. Even Pillsbury, I mean, if she called the police, why did it take so long? Exactly, Faith. We need to see why there was such a delay. Right there. Thank you, Trina. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I'm just flabbergasted at, I mean, I'm not the brightest bulb in the bunch when it comes to technology, but I know how to read a document, and this document it ain't telling me nothing. We don't have the information of each victim. They just say Baptist South Hospital, Baptist South Hospital, Baptist South Hospital. They don't tell us who it is. None of that. Taken by care ambulance. How many? I know you didn't pull all them people into one ambulance. Wouldn't stuff like that be broken down? Huh. I would think so too. But the driver seemed to be, let me hush about him. People on the road made calls. They aren't allowing those calls. Please understand there's a 2 hour gap. In those 2 hours, what happened? Some went to the hospital by car. See, that doesn't make any sense. By whose car? Random people on the road? None of that makes sense. Looks like five, what, ambulances were used? Absolutely right. This is just as vague as the autopsy report. This thing right here is just as vague as the autopsy report. Exactly, millionaires co. They by law they can't transport people all together into one vehicle. There's HIPAA laws that they have to adhere to. They have to protect everybody's privacy as it stands with their medical information. Exactly. See, so I want, you know what? Maybe I should try again. Does anybody know the name of the 18 wheeler? If anybody has that name, I would really appreciate you sharing it with me. The ambulance got there, sweetheart, at let me go back. Wait, let me go to the right place. Come on, man. Come on. The EMS got there at 4:55. Right here. 4:55. EMS response run number not applicable. Boy, they sure don't like adding information, do they? Name of photographer, J. Brick Dash Williams. I'm gonna write that down because I want to know who took pictures. Where's the pictures at? Where are the pictures? But this is disturbing to me. This is very disturbing. 4:35 is when they were notified. Time of police arrived at 5:25. The EMS arrived before the popo. Where was they at? Donut shop? I mean, for real. Where were they at? At the donut shop? Something wrong with this. CRST is the name of the 18 wheeler, but do we know the name of the driver? If we could get the name of the driver of that 18 wheeler. I don't recall hearing how she got to the hospital. Good vibes. Yeah, these reports are jacked. It was all set up, so that's why things aren't lining up. I believe you're to be true, Dr. Bennett. That this doesn't make any sense. Police force is very small due to police quitting. They don't always answer the 911 calls. At 4 o'clock in the morning, they ain't that busy. Sometimes the police be 6 to 8 hours coming on the scene. If they show up, that's a shame, Dion. I wonder, follow me here. That's what I thought, Holly. That's what I thought. But follow me here, because you know where I'm going with this. Yeah, he was in the military, protected by God. And it's funny, we haven't seen or heard this joker since. The driver of that 18-wheeler, we ain't seen that joker since. He's in the wind. But here we have the name of the person that took pictures. I want to know where the pictures are. That's what I want to know. Where are the pictures of the accident scene beside your little diagram? Huh. Total number of units, 1. Light, 4. What does that mean? Weather, 1. Locale, 1. Police present, no. DOT railroad crossing, no. But the investigation is questionable. The time that they arrived is very questionable. And they don't have an EMS response run number on this report, which I would think that every investigation, or should I say document in response to EMS, there's no run number. They just say what time they arrived, 4:55 a.m. It was 5 minutes to 5. That accident happened at 4:20. None of this makes sense. Yeah. Creepy. So we got some questions here. Why so long of a wait for police? Where are the pictures? I want to get a second accident report, please. So I need, if anyone happens to have the driver's name, I thought his last name was Wheeler. Yeah, it's not adding up. That part, Urban. Hi, Melody. Jared S. Wilkinson, is that his name, Silence? Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see, Jared, we gonna find you or find out what the deal is with you. S. Wilkinson. See, that's why it takes all of us. Exactly, Jess. This is the first accident report. This has got to be the first one where it said it was no fatalities. But look when they arrived. Wow. Had they arrived sooner with all their little lights and whatnot, that 18-wheeler might not have come along and run into him. He would have seen all those lights and diverted or slowed down way in advance. 33 years old from Texas. He drove the 18-wheeler. Yep, 33 years old. And I hear he was military, correct? Exactly, Holly. This is, thank you, Lindora. So this is the first report, but it's still, see, it starts right here. It starts right here. They drag their behinds to react to this particular accident because this accident took place at 4:20. The police were notified at 4:35. They didn't arrive until 5:25. So what time did the 18 wheeler hit them? We gonna have to get that other accident report. Probably protective custody. I'm thinking about that for this guy and Pillsbury. Truth be told, exactly. Eye of Crystal. You feel me? If they had gotten there a lot sooner, within reason, I mean 50 minutes. Think about that. That's a whole lunch period practically. But at 4 in the morning, what are you so busy doing at 4 in the morning or 4:30 in the morning? This ain't like this accident happened at rush hour. Uh Jared. The truck driver's first name is Jared. Jared. So what I need to do is I need to get back on this site and order the second accident report. I was not even thinking. Well, they consider the second accident to be when the 18 wheeler hit the sprinter van. So that was accident number two. Yes, it is. It's a big deal, Don. Knowing the time that the truck hit the van is a huge deal. Hi, Alfreda. So that's another question. What time did 18 wheeler hit sprinter van? And if I find out that it was before the police arrived for the first accident, truck hit the van at 4:25. See, okay, so 4:25. So that's 5 minutes later than the original accident. And still, the police still didn't come until 5:25, an hour after this. Wait a minute. No. Okay, yeah. Police arrived at 4:35 at the scene. By that time, the 18 wheeler had already hit. But still, the 18 wheeler hit at 4:25. The police didn't come until 5:25, a whole hour later. Caught you. Which would you said how'd the van flip? Which time? Caretaker for my brother. Girl had to make sure he takes his medication. Girl, man's just saying. Okay, Emily. Before the police arrived. But still, I understand that. But you see how late the police arrived a full hour after the 18 wheeler hit him. Yes, the 18 wheeler hit 5 minutes later. I understand that. But my concern is at that time of the morning. See, that's another question. Did they interview the truck driver. Now I saw an interview with this gentleman that worked for the company, the 18-wheeler company, and he said that the driver of that 18-wheeler immediately came in after he left the scene. He came to the office, tossed his keys on the counter, and quit. And ain't nobody seen him since. Right, Faith. That now they said another accident happened on the other side of the freeway, but it was separate from all these. That's crazy. Yeah. Uh Carlos said, did the van flip or did it turn over to the side? Because I don't recall the top of Sprinter damage, or maybe I overlooked it. It's theorized that Mr. Who flipped that van. That's the theory. We don't know for sure. But let's just say that when they ran diagnostics on that vehicle, there was nothing wrong with the steering at all. I don't even know where the little black box to the thing went. Yeah, this is amazing how they this is how they do us. It just this is how they do us. Na 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 na. Oh Lord have mercy. Well, I got some homework to check out because I would like to know where Jared I can't even say the man's name. But why would someone quit their job just like that after an accident unless they are wanted? Hello. Hello, Millionaires Cove. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All of this could have it could have at least been alleviated. I just don't. They let Pillsbury get away. That woman took off. Now she gonna go out there and make a whole TikTok video. Did they go and talk to her? Why isn't she in jail for leaving the scene of an accident? Yes, you're correct, Holly. Where's Pillsbury? Why isn't Pillsbury in jail? Who you said, Doughboy Jess? Mr. Spooky drove off the road. Absolutely. He drove off the road, flipped the vehicle. She was not in the accident, no, but she got out of her own vehicle on the side of the road, which potentially caused that 18-wheeler to swerve and avoid her. See, her mistake was getting off on the side of the road and then going over to help. At that point, her vehicle is not far enough off the road to be in a safe place, if that makes any sense. Yeah. But the thing is that in her, oh, I was there to help. Instead of staying, she left. Remember, she said, I heard my daughter screaming. So I ran over there. She crossed 2 lanes of traffic to attend to her screaming daughter. Huh. Oh, I believe he purposely hit flipped that van, doctor. I believe so. Allegedly. I'm going to say the word allegedly. But there's a lot of lies being told. But Dion, she still didn't have to say, but she involved herself. Her vehicle was parked on the side of the road and potentially caused that accident. She told her daughter to move it into a safer place. She put that in a recording. She put that on TikTok. So she incriminated herself. But didn't the tractor trailer would be involved? Lethal flipped the van on purpose, but didn't the tractor trailer would be involved? I believe so, Carlos. I believe so. It's just too many holes in this whole thing. Okay, but if Dion, if she became part of accident number 2 because of where her vehicle was parked, then that means she's leaving the scene of a crime. She was not in her vehicle. Her vehicle was in an unsafe place on the side of the road. At that point, he drove off the road, and there's yet another accident. So, would she not be part of the accident if she's helping people out of accident number 1 and her vehicle is parked on the opposite side of the street, unsafely parked? Would that not mean that she is part of accident number 2? No, he never hit it because he swerved. She was never hit because he swerved to avoid hitting her and in turn ended up hitting the Sprinter van, trying to avoid her car. That's my point. Either way it goes, it just doesn't, it sounds really. She was an after the fact witness to an accident that became part of the problem of the second accident. I think, I mean, but Dion, we can agree to disagree. I understand where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying, that she wasn't a part of the original accident. I understand that. But all I'm saying is that I believe she was the cause of the second accident by where she was parked at. That's all I'm saying. Even though she didn't hit, you know, I believe so, Vivian. They, it doesn't even surprise me, you know. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, Dr. Charles. She told her daughter to move the car so it'll be no other accident. So there won't be another accident. So she knew her car wasn't parked properly. And instead of her daughter moving, they just left because she didn't want to be implicated. If they would have left that vehicle right where it sat, the police would have determined her car being parked incorrectly, causing the accident of the 18-wheeler. That's all I'm saying. Yes, she said she made the comment about they needed to move the car before they got hit. Well, they didn't get hit the first time, but she knew her car was on the wrong. It wasn't parked correctly. Now that real one, that's a good question. I think it was Holly. I think it was paperwork that did that, that played that. Oh, Jesus. What it all boils down to this. Police protect who they want to protect. Witness as well and the daughter too. It's just ironic that the two Caucasian people that were at the accident in some shape, form, or fashion got to leave the scene. You know, it's just strange to me. It's very strange to me. How did those people all get to the hospital? Why were people being transported in cars? How many people were transported in cars? Yes. Either way, she was part of the accident because she got brushed by the 18. Thank you. Brushed by the 18 wheeler. Remember, she had oil and fender and all that crap in her hair. Exactly. So again, she was part of accident number two. Wow. Yeah, you're correct, Brenda. Yep. You're right, Barbara. Why is PB not arrested or cited for parking illegally? Parking illegally or dangerously? Where is Jared? Where's old Jared? I'm not talking about Subway Jared either. Oh, Jared, where are you? Did you get paid, sweetie? Did they pay you to just leave and go traipsing off into the sunset? Boy, oh boy, the tangled web we weave. Okay, well, Dion said Pillsbury was not brushed by the accident. She was only affected by the force of the winds that came from the 18 wheeler. So she was affected. She was affected. Now that I don't know, good vibes. Did Pillsbury file a claim? Because she sure did lawyer up, didn't she? For somebody that shouldn't be, you know, faulted for anything, she sure did lawyer up. So that's a good question. Good vibes. Did Pillsbury file a claim? Because she got an attorney. Real quick. It could have been a blunder of words because she was nervous on that video, or she could have meant anything, meaning something was hit, truck hitting van. Huh. I don't know if Pillsbury. Holly said, I don't know if Pillsbury. Here we go. I don't know if Pillsbury filed a claim. I'm sure she has because she hired a lawyer. I forgot who it was who talked to her. But yeah, I think it was PW. He called her and she said she had a lawyer. And I did hear that call. So you are absolutely correct. Wow. She was hit by something. She was hit by some debris from the second accident. Yeah. Well, I tell you, it still never ceases to amaze me that this whole investigation is still questionable. Yeah, Lisa. Friday it will be. Friday it will be. So listen, We gonna move on because there's some other Angie Stone's information. We can get back to this subject tomorrow if you'd like. Holly said paperwork talked to Pillsbury on the phone and she wouldn't really talk to him, and she gave him her lawyer's name. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Oh, Trina, I'm gonna send you a glass of wine. Thank you, man. I need it for my nerves, Trina. So listen here. Um, I don't know if you guys know. Did you guys know that Lethal's son is on the FBI's most wanted list? Isn't that interesting? Apple don't fall far from the tree, does it? She said so she wouldn't get hit again, meaning she may have been the cause of the van flipping in the first place. That's what I'm trying to say. Hmm, it's a lot, but are they even investigating it? That's the thing. Wouldn't there be some kind of investigation report involving her, involving the 18-wheeler driver? Uh, shoddy, shoddy police work. Shoddy, shoddy. I mean to tell you. So now, Dion, you said Pillsbury and Angie were off to the side of the truck. What makes you think that that was Angie with her? Because Pillsbury never said that was Angie she helped out of the vehicle. Nobody said that that was Angie moving around outside the vehicle. It could have been one of the twins. You know, there was four vehicles. Vehicles. There was four females on that vehicle, and Angie may not have been that one. And from what I've heard as well, see that even the story is conflicting. One report says that she was pinned under the vehicle. Other reports or other people say that she was in the van. Nobody's really confirming anything. Exactly, doctor. I keep telling you, I live here and we know what happened, and one paramedic I know. Okay, well, Dion, you want to come up and tell us about it since you live there and you know? Because I'd like to hear it from someone who might have ooh, better knowledge of how that area works, if you know what I'm saying. So it would be really helpful if you could come up and give us an idea of how it is in that area. If you'd like, I can put the link in the chat for you. Angie was pinned due to the second accident happened. But now here's the thing about that. If she was pinned under the Sprinter van, why were her legs not crushed? Or why were her upper area not crushed? To be pinned under a van. And I say that because she sustained injuries from her chest down to her hip area. There's just a couple of scrapes on each knee. So clearly her legs were not pinned. And clearly her head and neck was not pinned. But just this section under a big Sprinter van like that, she had to have been at an angle, or should I say, the vehicle should have been in an angle, and she's on the very corner. But again, we don't have any diagrams of that either. Correct. Chest from CPR. However, she waist level pinned under a sprinter van. So just her waist was pinned. Is that what you're saying, Dion? Just her waist was pinned? Other parts of her body would have been included with that. It just her waist was pinned. You know how long those things are? Or wide those things are? Exactly, doctor. I'm trying to figure that one out myself. Hi, Sheila. How can just a waist be pinned? Yes, but when the Martians get done with you, they will have you looking like new. Okay, but the autopsy didn't specify any damage to any other area beside her midsection. And that's the only way that could be. Let me use this remote as an example. Here's the sprinter van on its side. Here's Angie. Now, Angie's a lot smaller than this thing here. She would have to be right there at the front. But then remember, the sprinter van is really tall. So that would have to be, I don't know. It's weird. If they had the diagram of her pinning, that would clear up a lot of questions. And Vivian, I agree with that as well. It's crazy. But you know what? Let's move on from that for now. We can always address that again. I'm gonna try to get the accident report for the second accident that involved the 18 wheeler. So I think starting tomorrow, I would like to start the Ask Auntie segment. And what I'd like for you guys to do, if you'd like to participate, shoot me an email. And it's like an advice column, so to speak. So it can be as long as you want it, it can be as short as you want it, but it's basically ask Auntie. What does Auntie think? You can even come up to the platform and give your question, your statement, whatever, and I'll talk about it. Or ask if you ask a question. I agree, Vivian. Yeah, it can't they can't get off like that. Exactly. The only broken bones, Patricia, were the fractured ribs. Legs not broken, arms not broken, collarbone not broken, just a scrape up here and two scrapes on the knees, and the legs are fine. Even the thighs are not broken. That's a big sprinter van compared to a tiny Angie. That's all I'm saying. Oh, well, Rose, some morticians work wonders. You know what I mean? But anyway, just for those of you who would like to participate in the Ask Angie, Jesus, Ask Auntie segment, uh, shoot me a quick email and we'll start doing it tomorrow. And if you're here in the chat and I've looked at your questions or whatever, um, I'll answer it when you come into the chat or when we have the segment. But the other thing I wanted to also do was to help Angie's family. Um, I went on AuntieAngie.com, and I understand Diamond was on another platform yesterday, and I'm hoping and praying she gets a lot of support from over there. I'm going to also have her Cash App posted in the chat to assist. Okay. Um, we have to assist as much as we can. Hello, Leanne. How you doing, love? But it would also assist the family if you visit uh, AuntieAngie.com. That's where all her products are listed. And she has some good items here. She really does. I actually have a friend that has some barbecue sauce, and she said, now I didn't get a chance to taste it, and I don't know if she capping or not, but she said it was bomb. So Patricia said she had dialysis. Where are the markers on her body in the report? Ain't no markers. You see what I'm talking about, Patricia? The autopsy report is garbage too, just like this investigation of the accident. So, um, in support of her children, in support of her legacy, in support of Diamond and Michael, I encourage you to go and visit AuntieAngie.com. AUNTY. It's not AUNTIE, sweetheart. So AuntieAngie. Is it good, Vivian? I gotta try it. I gotta try it. That and the hot sauce. But she's got some wonderful products over there, and it would really be a help to the family. Uh, if you ordered something, they've got the Angie Stone gift basket with the flask. That's $99. There is the Auntie Angie original barbecue sauce for $12.99. These prices are very reasonable. Oh, she is Eye of Crystal. New music coming out. Great. Oh my goodness, I gotta hear that too. There's Auntie Angie Black Diamond Malawi coffee. There's Auntie Angie hot sauce. There's the Angie Stone coffee mug. Angie Stone coffee gift box limited edition. Let me back up. That hot sauce, that's what I want, is $9.99. I'm sure it's bomb. That coffee is $15.99. The coffee mug is $19.99. And the coffee gift box limited edition is $59. The Angie Stone is exclusive tumbler is $32.99. And this is what I like. She has a Psalms 91 t-shirt, which was Angie's favorite scripture. That goes for $49.99. And then there's also the gift basket with the tumbler, and that goes for $69. So for those of you who really want to, I agree, Faith. I don't want to see your scammed by anybody. Anybody. That would be devastating for something like that to happen. Uh, there's also Angie Stone's music can be found on Spotify, on Apple Music, iTunes, and Amazon Music. So I encourage you guys to, again, support the family, visit the website with the products. I'm sure you won't be. Uh, Here I am having a geriatric moment. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. I understand that Her product was really nice, really good. So yeah, I want us to show up for this family as much as we possibly can. She did. Angie stated at one point that her daughter had a better voice than her. Well, you go, Diamond. Ha ha. You go, Diamond. I'm looking forward to hearing that album. Yes, yes. So, again, uh, if you could put, Jess, if you could put Diamond's Cash App in the chat for us, it's dollar sign Lady Ladi Diamond Diamond 84. That's dollar sign Ladi Diamond 84. If you guys could support her through Cash App, that would be wonderful. That would really help the family immensely. And Lawanda, I understand what you mean. I do. Nothing has ever been said if she, well, yeah, there's a lot of questions here. It's like we got to go right back over it with a fine tooth comb. And hopefully we'll pick up some things that we didn't catch before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, again, I encourage each and every one of you to keep Diamond and her and Michael and the rest of the extended family up in prayer. Uh, this is a very, very difficult time for them. And to add to it, all of this that we're uncovering. She's had sung with her mom for years. Wow. Okay, hold on just a second, Holly. Yeah, I assisted with my comments over there last night, not to a Diamond, but towards somebody else, and I don't plan on going back. I'm going to visit the website and order. Yes. Uh, oops. Yes, I agree with that, Holly. You never know, the music might make Diamond feel closer to her mom. That might help her with her grief. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Faith, you said it. Diamond is fragile right now. She's trying to save her mother's legacy. I pray that the right people come in her life and help her and to keep the boogeyman away. Amen. Victor Rushing. That's the attorney. Is that never mind. So what I'm gonna do now is shut it down. I'm gonna make this a short one. I have not eaten yet today. I hope y'all had a good day today. I know I'm hungry. And I've been doing some work trying to get some things taken care of. And I promise you, things are going to get a lot better. I'm just learning the ropes here. But hey, if I'm going to do this thing, I got to do it right. So I got to come correct. Attorney Victor Rushing. Is that her attorney? Lily? Laylee? Laylee? Thank you, Dion. I agree. I agree. Yes. To support Angie's family, go to www.auntieangie.com or Cash App at dollar sign Lady Diamond 84. Yes. Support this family as much as you possibly can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got to be a blessing and not a hindrance. So, I'm sorry, Lily. I didn't see you, honey, under MSC 908. I didn't see that. Wait a minute. I am so sorry. Oh, okay. Attorney Victor Rushing. Is that what you're talking about, Lily? Okay. Uh, Lily, can you email me? Because I'm not quite clear what you're talking about. I didn't see everything that you wrote. That's right, Diane. Thank you so much for saying that. Lauren C., if you're out there, we haven't seen you in so long. We hope you're safe. We miss you. And I hope we see you soon. She was very, very jovial. Do you see my message under MAC 908? Uh, MAC 908. No. I'm going to scroll up, sweetheart. I see MSC 908. And then I see she did. So let me keep going further up. I apologize, sweetheart. I don't see anything else. Let me keep going. I'm not seeing anything else under that, sweetie. So if you could, I'm going to put my email in the chat. Okay. There. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. Lily, if you want to give me an email and clarify what you were messaging, I'd really appreciate it, okay? All right. Okay, love. So, with that said, we've done almost 2 hours. We just 5 minutes short of 2 hours. Thank you, Jess. Yes, Diane Diamond, I pray that you are being careful of new folks trying to be close to you and oh, so helpful. Yes, you'll be just fine now. You have no worries and do what you do. And I truly hope that you enjoy a good night, Auntie Mickey. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, with that said, I think I've said that like 5 times. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and shut the live down. Good night, all of you. Thank you, everyone that contributed to the not cash apps, but super chats, super stickers, anybody that might have decided to go to the Zelle or the PayPal. I appreciate all of that because you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. So I appreciate you. I really do. And definitely don't forget, thank you, Jess. Don't forget to email me for Dear Auntie. Get some questions in your head. Let's see what does Auntie have to what kind of advice does Auntie have for me? Okay? So with that said, I love you guys. You are my kinfolk. Auntie's kinfolk. And I love you dearly. So without further ado, you guys have a wonderful evening. You can remain anonymous. That's right. You don't have to give your name, by the way. in Auntie Mickey's thingy. You know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy and hungry. So, anyway, y'all, have a good evening. Thank you so much. Peace.
But it don't cost you nothing.